Good evening and welcome to Knob Noster High School as the Knob Noster Lady Panthers play their first of 2 home games this week as they host Windsor for senior night. Exciting night as we have this live stream. Yearbook here is taking pictures once again, and the sports marketing team will be here doing live tweets during the game. I'm Michael Coran. I'm alongside Xander Rao, and we have Zachariah Shire on camera.
Thank you, Michael. The last time we broadcast these girls was last Thursday, and they really put on a show for us on Thursday. But tonight, Michael, is a very exciting night for these girls as it is senior night.
Yeah, big senior night here. We've got 3 seniors listed on the varsity team and a 4th one that's down there as well, getting ready to have some playing time. Emma Frisbee, Caitlin Everett, Michaela Howard, and Annabelle Roberts. This place is already rocking. It's already loud, Xander. We're looking forward to a great showing. Our last time here, Knob Noster pulled away with their first home win, 70-56 against the Van Horn team. Tonight they'll be playing the Windsor Greyhounds, and we're looking for another great showing out of these ladies here on their home court.
Yeah, Michael. The last time we broadcasted these girls, they were just dominating on those goal lines with Kaylee Holyfield, who's on the court now. And I see them doing that tonight as well.
Yeah, looking for a big showing from Kaylee Holyfield tonight. She's just a sophomore, getting ready for the tip here. Heaven Van Winkle. Ball gets kicked over to number 14, Carly Arnold. Swung around to number 11, Kaylee Burkharter. Up top to number 5, Brianne Tolman. Big drive and too many steps there by number 3, Alexis Millington. Turns the ball over in the first possession for the Windsor Greyhounds. And here come the Panthers offensively. Deadly down in the corner will be Kaylee Holyfield. Ball's going to be brought out to her right away. Taking it on that baseline, little floater from her. First shot is no good. Gets her own rebound, kicks it up top to Caitlin Everett, reverses through Jane Yates. Yates for 3 to start it out for the Knob Noster Panther offense. And Xander, this is what we saw versus Van Horn. Just some good patience, good rebounding. Best time to shoot a 3 is after an offensive rebound.
Yeah, Michael. Again, with those threes, Kaylee Holyfield tried to get the layup, but unsuccessful. Kicks it back outside to Everett and then passes to Yates, and perfect 3 going in.
Yeah, we saw a nice rebound there by Huntsman and a miss at the other end here on a short little bunny by Heaven Van Winkle. I just got word that game, that first home game, Kaylee Holyfield had 41 points that night, Xander. What a big showing for her. We're looking for another great showing. Here defensively, Knob Noster starts out in that 2-3 zone. Great rebound there by Heaven Van Winkle. Being pushed up the floor now by Caitlin Everett. Everett's over to Huntsman. Huntsman looks inside, looks to drive a little bit, put the ball on the floor. Just short on hers. Look like they got a little piece of that defensively, the Greyhounds. Number 12, Cheyenne Baruch to throw it in to number 3. Taking over those point guard position is Alexis Millington. Up top through Tallman. Big deep shot there by Baruch. Rebound went to number 11, Kaylee Burkharter, and Halter puts it up for the first points for the Greyhounds. 3-2 here with under 6 minutes in the first. Nice drive there by Jane Yates. She puts it on the floor, puts it just a little bit long, did not use the glass. Tried to float it up there. Defensively, Yates was unable to get back that time. Xander picks up the first team foul here for the Panthers.
Yeah, Michael. Yates got to be quicker on judging where she's going to go or where the ball is going to go. You got to watch where the ball goes.
Different defensive set here for the Lady Panthers as they switch out of that inbounds and go to a man-to-man set. 3 seconds in the lane now called against the Greyhounds. And the Panthers are going to bring it up. Caitlin Everett on the point guard responsibilities for the Knob Noster Panthers. Jane Yates already has 1 3, goes for a little floater. Doesn't hit anything. Ball goes out of bounds. 5:21 here in the first. Knob Noster lead by 1, 3-2. We've got a senior coming up to the table to check in. Number 10, Michaela Howard for the Panthers. Nice steal there by Holyfield. Lays it off to Caitlin Everts. Everts trying to go the other way. Nice job by her on the fake shot. Then she gets it underneath. She's going to find herself on the charity stripe, trying to get 2 more for her team. Knob Noster once again leads 3-2 here. Caitlin Everts on the shooting foul. She's going to get 2 shots. First of 2 from Everts does not fall. She's got 1 more as she steps up to the line. Also checking into the game for us is number 15, another senior, Emma Frisbee. So 2 seniors here on senior night check in with 5:06 left here in the first. Caitlin Everts on the line for her second. Everts able to knock down the second. She doubles the lead now, 4-2 for the Panthers. Panthers drop back into that 2-3 zone. Good tip there by Holyfield. Defense by Yates. Nice way to push the ball forward is Caitlin Everts using that inside hand. Left hand layup for her. She has 3 points on this. 6-2. Knob Noster Lady Panthers.
Michael, we're seeing that defense that we saw a little bit of last time, just blocking the passes and blocking everything that comes their way.
Yeah, great pressure by the Panthers there, Xander, as you said. They're getting a hand in that passing lane, pushing it forward. Cheyenne Barub just looks like she is just a little bit short tonight, but looks like she could be a danger for the Panthers and a great offensive player for those Windsor Greyhounds. She is willing to shoot from just about anywhere, just like any good shooter would be. Ball gets kicked up to the top to number 5, Tolman. Tolman knocks down a 3 for the Greyhounds. Another offensive threat as she took a long 3 there. She cuts the lead down to 1 for the Panthers, 6-5. Holyfield with the ball up top. Good shooter for the Panthers. Nice step through from her, but she's unable to convert the layup. And we've got another senior that looks like she's getting ready to step into the game. Actually, that's Barbara Sullivan coming in. She'll be a sophomore stepping up. Holyfield looking for her first 3 of the night. Just short as it rattles around, touches almost all of the rim before it goes out. Millington brings it up for the Greyhounds. There is a corner shot from number 5, Tolman. Tolman has 2 quick 3s here, Xander, and a quick timeout by Shippey as she didn't like what she saw defensively. Tolman with 6 of their 8 points up there, 8-6 lead now for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, those 2 shots were quick and easy for her, and both of them successful for this Greyhound offense.
Hand down, man down, as we didn't close out with a hand up on Tolman. Tolman makes them pay 2 times in a row. Once from the baseline, once from that corner up there. And she's done a great job offensively for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds now lead 8-6. That was a timeout here in the first quarter. We've got 3:15 left to go here in the first. Once again, Barbara Sullivan checked in for the Lady Panthers. Holyfield dropping to the corner. Howard makes a cut through. Dribbling to her left was Everts. Everts just slipped on the floor. Looks like her knee buckled under her just a little bit. She's going to get a sub for her. Number 13, Lainey Pace coming in. Also checking back into the game is number 25, Estella Huntsman. Knob Noster set in that 2-3 zone. Millington brings it down for the Greyhounds. Reverse through Barub. And Tolman in the corner. Nice hands by Holyfield, but picked up quickly by the Greyhounds. They say it went off of number 5, Tolman. Knob Noster takes over. Howard to throw it in. Lainey Pace taking over responsibilities of that point guard spot. Pace brings it down, takes it to her right side, picks it up there. Pressure now from that Greyhound defense. Nice drive there by Estella Huntsman. Unable to convert, though, as that was a long layup shot from her. Millington to Talman. Talman through Baru. Up through Arnold. Arnold skip passes over to Millington. Millington on the drive. Now back into the hands of number 15, Evans. And there goes Millington on the drive. Tries to lay it off, but picked up her pivot foot, drug it just a little bit. Now Sullivan going to check back in for Michaela Howard. Actually, that is number 22, Jane Yates, checking back in. Yates calls for the ball at the top, drives it in. Nice dish from her. Beautiful pass as she dipped it off to number 33, Barbara Sullivan. Now Noster comes away with it. Great drive there by Holyfield. Holyfield ties it up at 8 with 1:29 here in the first.
That was beautiful play recognition. She was starting to go back onto defense, but she saw we got the rebound, and she came in quickly, and she got the layup.
Better closeout there by Estella Huntsman. You see the hand up as she goes towards that offensive player. Rebound goes to Windsor. Huntsman cleans it off the glass for the Panthers, and here comes Knob Noster. Holyfield looking at a three, spots up, turns, and it is good! She has a chance for a 4-point play here for the Knob Noster Panthers. Basket's going to count. She's going to shoot one from the free throw line, and she's going to pick up a big set of points here for the Lady Panthers. Knob Noster lead is now 11-8, just 1/10 of a tick under a minute. And Holyfield converts a 4-point play, gives Knob Noster a 4-point lead at 12-8. Millington for the Greyhounds brings it up. Kicks over to Talman. Talman, quick three. And Jane Yates just lets it right out of bounds for the Lady Panthers. Nice cut there by Holyfield. Sullivan slips down through. Now Holyfield looking to drive. Lays it in over the top of the iron. And she's got two more. 14-8. 30 seconds left here in the first. Dangerous are these Greyhounds, though, Xander, as they are able to knock down those threes, cut this lead down very quickly. Coach Shippey thought that Yates should have been able to get a touch on that one. Three-pointer goes in for Cheyenne Marube over on that sideline. Holyfield looking to drive that baseline. Nice shot by her with just 2 seconds left, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Knob Noster leads by 5 here, but a much closer matchup than what we saw last home game when they went against Van Horn. These Greyhounds are scrappy, and they've already proven tonight, knocking down 3 to 4 threes here in the first quarter, that they're dangerous from the outside, Xander.
Yeah, and a couple of those was from number 5, Tillman, because, as you said earlier, she's able to knock it down from anywhere. And those two were just too clean and quick.
Definitely some quick shooting and some good penetration there by Millington as she's able to bring the ball up and dish it off on that inside. We'd like to take a little bit of time here to thank our 2019-20 Knob Noster High School yearbook sponsors: Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready Set Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Markets, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, Ace Hardware, Subway, Knob Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Stops, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, The Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Florist and Decor. Knob Noster gets set here to start the second quarter, and they have the throw in as the alternating possession goes to them. Now back to the Greyhounds. Knob Noster with a 5-point lead here, 16-11. A lot of pressure on that defensive end. Foul's going to go against number 3, Millington, as she was battling Holyfield coming through that lane. Coach Mays did not like what he saw defensively. He switched up here in this second quarter. That ball lobbed up to Sullivan, just about taken away there by Cheyenne. Nice penetration there by Holyfield. Trail official had a walk before any type of foul. 2 whistles happened there simultaneously. And checking out of the game, sits down Millington. Taking over for her is Burkhalter. Nice pressure there by Jane Yates. Picked up by Holyfield. Laid off to Everts. Everts with no dribble. Tries to lay it in. Beautiful shot by her. It just wasn't high enough on the glass to be able to give her a chance. Cheyenne brought it down that time. Back to her. Nice block there by Barbara Sullivan. A good block for her defensively. She stayed straight up, got all ball. Jane Yates looking to penetrate that zone. Now Estella Huntsman wants in on the 3 game, and she's got the 3. 19-11. Knob Noster goes up by 8. Under 7 minutes here in this half. Reverser number 11, Burkhalter. Halter tries to send it down low to Evans, but unable to control it. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to Knob Noster. Here come the Lady Panthers. Holyfield over there on her own. Nobody guarding her, but Everett's unable to get her to the ball quickly. Kind of head-hunting Holyfield right now. Holyfield went for that 3. Great rebound by Everett and a nice dish. Back out to her. Foot's on the line, but she almost knocks down that long 2. They said the ball went out of bounds on number 14, Harley Arnold, so it's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. Jane Yates to throw it in for them. Kind of a flat set here as Holyfield comes off multiple screens to receive the ball over on that baseline. Now Everett wants in on the 3 game. Chases it down, gets her own rebound. Nice job by her to be able to finish the layup. Now Noster now up double digits, 21-11.
Michael, this is the lead that we were seeing when the Lady Panthers went against Van Horn. Just started on working on those 3s and getting on those breakaways.
As you talk about a breakaway, quick transition basket there, off the feet from Everett into the hands of Holyfield. Now Noster goes up by 12, and Donnie Mays does not like what he sees out of the Greyhounds as they did not get back defensively on that transition. Holyfield just broke right out of there, was able to make the easy right-hander layup to give Knob Noster a dozen for the lead. Single foul on the team side for the Lady Panthers and 3 for these Greyhounds.
Yeah, Michael, it is a very good asset to have Holyfield on your team because she has that quickness, she has the smarts on where to go, on how to do it, and all that. And it is good to have Barbara Sullivan with that height on everyone. It is probably scary for other teams to go against Barbara Sullivan. Yeah,
you hit the nail on the head there, Xander, with the smartness of Holyfield as she recognized that Everett was going to get that ball as soon as she knew. She transitioned down that opposite sideline. Everett's able to feed her up the floor, and Knob Noster able to score in transition. Ball goes through number 15, Evans. Back up to the top to Arnold. Arnold now looking inside, hands off to Baroud. Baroud for a long 3. That's like WNBA range right there. I'm telling you, her and Talman do not care where they're out on the floor. They will light it up. Jane Yates with a nice dish off to Sullivan. Sullivan did not use the backboard that time. Tried on her rebound, but Yates comes away with it for the Lady Panthers. Now Holyfield wants a 3. Nice rebound there by Harley Arnold, and she is going to make sure that Knob Noster pays for it, not only with the rebound, but also with their second team foul. That's going to be the first team foul on number 33, Barbara Sullivan. Coach going to give her a rest and send in number 12, Heaven Van Winkle. Winkle to fill up the middle of that 2-3 zone. But here's the pressure coming out top. Quick pass and a quick shot. Now Yates trying to get it up the floor to Holyfield. Holyfield in a one-on-one as she takes it right to the rack. Puts in another 2 for the Lady Panthers. 25-14 is the lead for the Lady Panthers. Burkhalter into number 12, Baru. Everett's trying to chase it down, but unable to get there. It's going to go right back to the Greyhounds. Number 14, Arnold, to throw it in. Cheyenne with the ball top. She has got to be 6 feet, 8 feet away from that three-point line, and she does not care, Xander. She just saw the opening. She's a pure shooter. She's looking to go ahead and shoot every time she gets it. Nice dribble penetration there by Estella Huntsman. She gets the foul called against the Greyhounds. It's going to be a baseline out of bounds for the Lady Panthers. And throwing it in is going to be Kaylee Holyfield. Checking in for the Greyhounds will be Leah Punchon. Holyfield up to Van Winkle. Tries to set the screen. Holyfield rolls off of it. Van Winkle unable to get anything out of that as she was looking to roll back to the basket. I think the Greyhounds had seen that one, Xander, as they were well prepared for it. Good job there by Coach and his team defensively. Estella Huntsman with a great offensive rebound. Kicks it back up to Everts and Holyfield for 3. Knocks down another 3. Gives Knob Noster a 14-point lead. 28-14.
Yeah, this Lady Panther offense is dangerous. And so is the Windsor offense. These two teams are dangerous on offense and sometimes defense.
Cheyenne here looking to go to the baseline for the Greyhounds. Nice dish off by her. A beautiful pass as she puts it into the hands of Candace Scott, who gets on the board for the Greyhounds. Candace off a beautiful feed there by Cheyenne. Cheyenne went in way deep on that defense. Heaven Van Winkle with some power moves on the inside, but a nice rebound there by Harley Arnold. Brought up the floor now by Burkhalter. And number 14, Arnold, has the ball taken away by number 22, Jane Yates. Yates tries to dish it off to Holyfield. Holyfield walking a tightrope on that baseline, able to keep it in bounds. Kicks it up to Estella Huntsman. Huntsman now to Yates. Yates back up top to Everts. Everts to Holyfield. Holyfield with a nice fake as she drives and floats one. Beautiful rebound there by Heaven Van Winkle. She gets fouled on the shot. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2, Xander. First time we're going to be able to see her from the free throw line here tonight. She has a 28-16 lead. She's got to feel comfortable right now.
Yeah, this lead is what we've seen since last Thursday when we went against Van Horn, and except the Van Horn lead was a little bit longer, and it must be scary to go against this speedy Lady Panther offense because they can get down to the other side in a flash of a second.
Yeah, it is fun to watch these ladies play as they quickly transition back and forth. But a great rebound there by the Windsor Greyhounds as they bring it down. Millington back into the game with those responsibilities of a point guard. Michaela Howard with the rebound there, the senior for the Lady Panthers. Gives it up to Everts, and now Jane Yates going for 3. Three-pointer from Yates, 31-16. And Donnie Mays does not like what he sees defensively as Knob Noster takes a huge lead here over the Windsor Greyhounds. Look like he's going to take a full timeout. His ladies are sitting down. He's going to talk defensively on them of how to shut down this three-point barrage of the Lady Panthers. Coach Shippey keeps her team standing up here, Xander. She doesn't want them to tighten up. She wants them to continue to pressure offensively, stay down defensively, get those rebounds, pressure that ball up the floor, get those transition easy layups. If not, kick it out for that 3 that they're so deadly from.
Yes, they're deadly all over this court. Defense, offense, three-pointers, layups. mid-range, anywhere on this Lady Panther offense can score mighty quick, mighty fast, and they can take their time if they want to.
You're exactly right, Renee Shippey. Coach Shippey's got these guys dialed in, along with assistant coach Nathan Libby and Emily Sharp. These girls look sharp, and they are doing a great job here tonight. 31-16. Don't count the Greyhounds out because we've seen how deadly they can be. We know that they're willing to shoot that deep three, and they can cut into this lead very quickly if Knob Noster lets down defensively. Handoff goes to 14, Arnold. Arnold down to Millington. Millington on a nice baseline drive. She's going to get fouled. They're going to get the baseline out of bounds here. We get an opportunity to see what they can do here on a set play. Let's see who they run this one for. Millington trying to kick it back out. Just shifted her feet just a little bit. Got called for the travel. But she was basically trying to clear everybody out of there and take her girl one-on-one. Deadly with that ball. So it's a great play there by the Windsor Greyhounds. Yates back up top. Kicks over to Howard. Howard was looking to shoot. Unable to control that ball. Picked it up. Put it back down. Got called for the double dribble. Arnold to throw it in. Millington to bring it down for the Greyhounds. Millington looking in. Back to Arnold. Arnold drives in. Quick shot there by Punchon. And a great rebound. Offensive rebound there by Arnold. Ball was locked up. Alternating possession. Going to go back to the Windsor Greyhounds. And in comes the deadly Tallman. 3-point shooter. Let's see if they run the play for her. Same setup as they did before with Millington. Nice flash there by Arnold. Arnold able to get the ball for the Greyhounds. Has Millington down in the corner. Tallman running through. Millington with one dribble tries to put up the floater. And there goes Holyfield. Holyfield recognizing again. Able to get down the floor. Easy layup for her on the right-hand side. Nobody back in transition for the Greyhounds because they were all trying to get in there for that rebound. Knob Noster came away with it and put it out of there. Nice look there by Cheyenne Baru, the senior for Windsor. Foul's going to go against the Knob Noster Panthers. Number 22, Jane Yates, and that's going to be her second, Xander. So that's one we're going to have to watch. She's already in foul trouble. Under a minute, though, left here in the half. Looked like they had Tallman there as she came through there very, very quickly. Had her girl on her back, but they were unable to get her the ball, and the Greyhounds turned it over. Under a minute to go here, 33-16 lead for the Lady Panthers. Nice way to put the ball on the floor for the senior, Emma Frisbee, and she's going to go to the line for the first time tonight. Frisbee, a senior here, 4 years here playing. She's got to feel comfortable with this 33-16 lead. 37 seconds left here in the half. She's got 2. Just off the side iron there. Ball went all over that, but just did not fall for Frisbee. Nice looking shot. Let's see how she does on the second. Much better release there. Ball just does not fall. Was halfway down before it ended up popping out. Michaela Howard there with some great hustle as another senior, and Knob Noster going to get the throw in. Going into a flat set. Into Sullivan. Looking to reverse it back. And Michaela Howard wants in on a 3-game. Michaela Howard drops the 3 in. 20-point lead for the Lady Panthers, 36-16. Diane turns the ball over there for the Greyhounds. Under 20 seconds with 18.2 left here in the first. Shippey's probably going to hold out for that last shot with a 20-point lead. Holyfield looking at it. Down to 7. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Greyhounds. Now the official's going to talk about it. It looked like it actually went off of the leg of Holyfield, and I think they'll end up reversing this call. And they do. They end up reversing the call. Great job there by the officials as they come together to discuss it. The C over there on the opposite side of the trail, I couldn't tell which one, but they were able to have a better angle at that to see it. They saw the ball go off of the leg, and they were able to come together, correct the call. It was the right call, give it right back to Windsor. Windsor, unfortunately, unable to convert there. They find themselves down here in the first half, 36-16. Xander, much of what we saw the other night, just a nice offensive game for the Lady Panthers. They're getting transition points. When they're not getting the transition points, they have the patience and the poise to get it inside, kick it out, look for that three. And the offensive rebounds tonight have been a key for the Lady Panthers here in the first half, as they've been able to secure multiple offensive rebounds, kick it back out. Well, like I said, the best time to be able to put up a three is after that offensive rebound, and the Lady Panthers are capitalizing tonight in that area.
Yeah, Michael. And they've listened to what we said at the end of our last live stream of less fouls. Only 10 fouls combined for each team. 4 for the Lady Panthers and 6 for Windsor. And it seems the Panthers are trying to drag more fouls against the Windsor team and put more points on the board.
You're exactly right, Xander. They were able to keep those fouls to a minimum here, partially because of that 2-3 zone set. The only one really in any foul trouble is number 22, Jane Yates, as she has 2 of those 4 team fouls here in the first half. She's in a little bit of trouble, but not too bad here going into the second half. Got a little bit of action here at halftime. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of that. We'd also like to give a major shout out to our senior cheer squad, Allie Eckerd, Amaya Scott, and Aaliyah Lerma, senior cheerleaders tonight as well. Here as we celebrate our senior night of these Lady Panthers, we can't forget those that give them the greatest support over there on the sideline. Pump this crowd up every single night. These ladies do a great job as well. Got a little bit of center circle game. There is one almost exactly in the middle there. I see a major duck right there. There are 3 of them right there. Young lady comes out. She wants her duck more than she wants that money. And the winning duck is going to take away a prize tonight. Knob Noster doing some fundraisers for the local community. While we've got a little bit of break in the action here, we'd like to once again thank our sponsors from 2019-20, our high school yearbook sponsor, Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready Set Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Markets, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, Rockin' Sports there in Warrensburg, Ace Hardware and Subway here in Knob Noster, Knob Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, the Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Florist and Decor. While we have just a little bit of time here, Xander, I'm going to let you talk about just some upcoming events that we have here planned for our broadcast. One of them, I think you might be on the mic without me coming this Wednesday night. You going to be all right there calling that wrestling match?
I think so. Okay, so wrestling will host senior night on December 16th, as that is our last planned live stream of the first semester. We are also adding a couple extra live streams this year due to fan capacity limitations. For this reason, athletic events that do not have color commentary will be live streamed without audio on our YouTube page. This will be the case for Tuesday's home game against Richmond.
So a couple of key things here. We've got a senior night coming up here Wednesday night for our wrestlers, and they've been doing a great job already this season. Did a great job at the Ray Stockdale Invitational. Won that first matchup here, that first try here at home. Won both of those sets that night. They're doing a great job, and athletically, Knob Noster is doing very well. These Lady Panthers with a 20-point lead here, as we talked about at halftime, 36-16, led by none other than number 3, Kaylee Holyfield. We talked about it, Xander, just a little bit. That first matchup here at home, that first game, she dropped in 41 of their 70 points that night. How do you stop something like Holyfield, who's able to knock down that 3, take you on the baseline? If she's at the top of the key, she's willing to penetrate through the middle of that lane, make a nice move and a strong layup. How do you stop something like that? And then not only all of those things, but the recognition to be able to see things before they happen, know in transition that she can leak out of there and not harm the defense, but get that easy layup on the other end.
I don't know, Michael. It is going to be tough defending a person like Kaylee Holyfield. She has the speed, she has the smarts, she has the play recognition, she has pretty much everything you want in a girl basketball player. And I think she can go really far with her smart speed and play recognition with all of that talent in these few games. And she still have 2 years left in her high school career as a women's basketball player.
Yeah, just a sophomore here for Knob Noster. Kaylee Holyfield, kind of that complete player, that complete package that you look at as an offensive and as a defensive player. I kind of thought that Donnie Mays and the Greyhounds were going to switch things up just a little bit when they put Alexis Millington on her as she started to come in. Millington, with some aggressive defense, had a foul called against her. But honestly, I thought it was a great matchup by him. We might see a boxing 1 or some man-to-man defense or something coming out here in the second half. He's got to change something up here with a 20-point lead by these Lady Panthers. If he stays packed in that zone, they're just going to work it from the inside out, knock down those threes, and continue to advance this lead.
Yeah, Michael. This Lady Panther defense, they've been doing okay at stopping Tolman after those 2 quick threes that she made in the first or second. And 41 points out of 70 on Thursday. That is unbelievable. That is 57% of all of their points.
Yeah, and speaking of those Greyhounds, Tolman is just a sophomore as well. So when you think about having a Holyfield as a sophomore and a Tolman as a sophomore, the future for both of these programs looks very bright. They've got them there. Cheyenne is unfortunately a senior. She's playing in her last year here, but boy, she's willing to shoot from anywhere on the floor as well. She will light it up from 6 to 8 feet beyond that arc and not even blink an eye at the fact that she's putting it up. Pure shooters don't worry about where they're at on the floor. They just see that they're open and they've got a shot at the rim, and she's knocked some of those down. What range from the senior there from the Windsor Greyhounds.
Yeah, Cheyenne, it looks like she has incredible strength from that three-point line. So does Tolman. And I could see some good rivalries between Holyfield and Tolman for the next 2 years.
Yeah, and their point guard, Millington, Alexis Millington, she's just a freshman out there controlling this team, leading this team. She feels comfortable on that right-hand side. Work on her left-hand side. She's going to be deadly in years to come as well. She had some great penetration through this zone, able to dish it off. Unfortunately, sometimes she got called for kind of dragging that pivot foot as she tried to make that pass and that dump off. But she could be a key asset to this second half for the Greyhounds here. Her, Tolman, and Cheyenne coming out of that locker room. You know they're going to be coming out of there wanting to not only cut into this lead, but hopefully get back to single digits, tie it back up, and hopefully take the lead there for the Greyhounds. It's up to that Knob Noster defense, that 2-3 defense, to step it up. We saw a change when Estella Huntsman came out and she took over that baseline position. She came out, she closed out with her hand up. When she closed out with her hand up, it altered the shot just a tiny bit for them to not be able to knock down that three. And then on the offside or the backside, they were able to pick up that rebound by Jane Yates and get the ball quickly up the floor to Holyfield for either a transition layup or something where they could reverse the ball around and get a three as well. Both teams out of the locker rooms now. We're under 30 seconds left here in the halftime. Donnie Mays talking to the remainder of his squad here right before they step out here for the third quarter. Xander, going to be hard to stop these Panthers as they came out, had plenty of time to warm up, get themselves ready for this third quarter play.
Yeah, Michael. It is hard to go against this Panther defense because they've got height, speed, play recognition, and all that on their team with the height in Jane Yates and Estella Huntsman, the speed in Kaylee Holyfield and Caitlin Everts. Those two are very good in speed.
And there is Millington trying to penetrate through there. Ball just unluckily went off of her knee and out of bounds. Turnover for the Greyhounds. They've got to limit those here if they want to make a run here at the Lady Panthers. Everts, Yates, Van Winkle, Huntsman, and Holyfield to wrap it out there for the starters here in the second half. And just like that, Caitlin Everts on the board here for the start of the third quarter. Knocks down a three, 39-16, Knob Noster lead.
Michael, this Lady Panther offense has got two sharpshooters, and that's Kaylee Holyfield and Caitlin Everett. They've been knocking down threes since Thursday, and they've been looking on fire recently.
Nice dump off there by Jane Yates. Holyfield just unable to convert, as Cheyenne Barube was right there to be able defensively to shut her down. Dump down there to Burkharter on the baseline. Now Millington backing it in. Nice look for her on the inside as a guard to be able to post up like that, turn around, and knock that one down for the Greyhounds.
And this Knob Noster offense has been going on a run for like a few minutes, even after half. It's been like over 15 points to just 2. Millington
brings it down. Closer three there and much more in her range there by number 12, Cheyenne Barube. And immediately coach calls a timeout. We saw Cheyenne shoot from literally the 10-foot spike line there of the volleyball court. That time she got up closer within about 6 to 8 inches of that three-point line. And we saw just how deadly she could be. Much more comfortable was she in that shot than those further ones. That one looked like it came out of her hands much more pure. Never had a doubt that that one was going to drop down. She didn't even look to follow it. Knob Noster lead now drops to 18, 39-21.
Michael, Cheyenne, she's looking like a sharpshooter like Caitlin Everts and Kaylee Holyfield out there, just in one person. But we got to look out for Cheyenne and Tolman.
Everts tries to drive it in, gets the foul called against Harley Arnold. Going to be the first team foul here of the second half. That's going to be Arnold's third foul. Pretty dangerous to leave her out there. 6:17 left here in the third. So she picks up a dangerous foul here early in the second half. Caitlin Everts able to knock down the first of two. At the line for her second of the shooting foul. Knob Noster up 40-21. Everts converts on both of those. She's had a nice night shooting here as well. Doing a great job. Wanting to be able to show her senior leadership out there. Leads all seniors out there in scoring. There's Milligan again, deep into that zone with a nice bank off the glass to put two more up for the Greyhounds.
Michael, both these offense looking to have
Estella Huntsman with a nice left hand there and a good layup. And what you're talking about is both of these offenses are definitely dialed in here in this third quarter. They are ready to come out here and play. We're going to see a lot of points put up on the scoreboard tonight. And it's great for the fans. It's great for us to be able to announce. We have over 66. We have 66 points up there right now at 43-23. And we're just a little over half of the game in here. Picking up her third foul was number 3, Alexis Millington. And that's a big one for her. Coach is just egging her on to just be smart. Just be smart. He's got to leave her out there, Xander. He can't afford to put her on the bench at this point.
Michael, the sharpshooters of the Greyhounds is Tolman and Alexis Millington. I don't think this Windsor offense can afford losing one of those sharpshooters.
You're exactly right, and 2 of them have 3 fouls. Actually, Arnold right there, 14, is the one with 3. Her and Millington have 3. Extending that zone just a little bit is Shippey. Sullivan with a good closeout. Nice hands there by Holyfield, but just getting a little too much of Harley Arnold. And we're going to see a set play here by the Greyhounds. Screens up, looking for the roll on the opposite side is Tolman. In through Arnold, though, into Millington. Shooting that 3 was Burkhalter, and it goes out of bounds for the Greyhounds.
What I meant to say before I had a brain fart, it looks like these 2 teams have a game plan of shooting fast, scoring fast, giving the other team the ball quickly, and just it's working out for both teams.
Everett's on a nice drive with a floater in the lane. Yates was standing out there. She was open for the 3, but a higher percentage shot there by Everett. She recognized Yates out there, but knew that she had a great shot. Nice rebound there by Estella Huntsman. Hands it off to Everett. Everett brings it down, kicks it over to Holyfield. Holyfield looking to drive in, splits the defense, makes it on the left-hand side with her right hand, but it didn't matter. There was no defense around her to be able to do anything with it. Great drive by her, great recognition, and great splitting of the defense to be able to put it in. Knob Noster now leads 47-23.
Kaylee again with another block on one of those passes. And Kaylee with the speed and play recognition, she knew right where to go for that layup.
Boy, Estella Huntsman is just cleaning them up on those defensive rebounds. Doing a great job underneath there, limiting them to 1 shot. Jump ball there called with Talman and Yates. Alternating possession is going to go over to Knob Noster. Holyfield going to the baseline. Now looking to drive in. Jump hook from her. The ball gets knocked loose and goes over to Yates. Now back out to Holyfield. Estella Huntsman fights for that offensive rebound. Jump ball is going to go back to the Greyhounds. Great hustle there by both teams. We had about 3 Windsor players going after that ball. They're going to scrap for every play as they try to claw back into this thing as they're down 47-23.
As you said, Michael, there was 3 Greyhounds and only 1 Lady Panther, so it's kind of hard to get a ball away from 3 Greyhounds.
Arnold there for the Greyhounds. Nice job by her. 1 dribble to get into the lane. She floats it up there, knocks it down, 47-25. Nobody closing out there. Beautiful baseline drive there by Kaylee Holyfield. Holyfield recognizing that her defensive player overplayed her, trying to shoot through that passing lane. She put the ball on the floor, and she was able to go. There, Millington just kind of took off before she put the ball on the floor. Turns it over for the Greyhounds.
Alexis Millington went for the block on that pass, just missed barely, and then Kaylee Holyfield had a wide open shot to the basket.
2 seniors check in for the Lady Panthers. Emma Frisbee and Michaela Howard. Both of them take those baseline positions. Lainey Pace in as well for the Lady Panthers. Here's Michaela Howard, the senior. Skip pass over to Lainey Pace. Lainey Pace for three. Nice rebound there by Caitlin Everts. Rips it back up, tries to get it back out to Pace. Great hustle there by Millington. Millington, though, gets called for the reach-in foul. Actually, it's going to go against the Knob Noster Lady Panthers. And it's going to go against Caitlin Everts. Everts ends up falling on Millington at the end. Millington a little bit shooken up on that play there, Xander. She's going to take a little more time bringing it up the floor for the Greyhounds. Kicks over to Cheyenne. Cheyenne now back to Arnold. Arnold kicked over to number 23, Scott. And a nice shot there by Cheyenne Baru. Just goes long for the Greyhounds. 2:05 left here in the third. Knob Noster leads 49-25. Everts brings it up to the right-hand side, crosses over, kicks over to Emma Frisbee. Frisbee for three! 52-25, the lead extends for the Lady Panthers.
And it looks like in this third quarter, it's going to be a bigger blowout and than Thursday. Thursday was a little bit closer during this third quarter, but this third quarter for this Lady Panther offense is just dominating on both sides of the court.
Yeah, Van Horn made a nice little run there. Actually got within 8 to the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers kind of learning from that just a little bit, I think, here tonight, and not taking their foot off the gas. I think they almost laid back a little bit because they felt comfortable with their lead on Van Horn. So they started to play just basically not to lose, and instead of just playing their game and going at it. Tonight, continuing to pressure, continuing to put the ball on the floor, attack that basket, they find themselves up 52-25.
This lead is starting to grow bigger and bigger every drive to the basket for this Lady Panther offense. And even with Kaylee Holyfield off the court and with Caitlin Everts out there, with Michaela Howard, Barbara Sullivan, Lainey Pace, and Emma Frisbee, which is two seniors and 3 seniors, and starting to dominate this third quarter.
Yeah, it just shows the confidence that Coach Shippey has in her reserves. Good depth by the Lady Panthers. This defense is extending, starting to get out there just a little bit. Sullivan there with a block. Put her hand down just a little too much. Got a lot of the arm of number 23, Candace Scott. Candace Scott in the action of shooting. She's going to have 2 free throws here with no time ticking off. She can cut in to this 27-point lead. Unable to convert the first was Scott. Encouragement coming from her teammates. Nice hustle there by Talman to keep it alive for the Greyhounds. And here comes Cheyenne with a deep 3. Off Michaela Howard. It's going to stay with the Greyhounds. The Lady Greyhounds getting another set play for down underneath this baseline. Cheyenne to throw it in. Gets it into Millington, up to Talman. The 3 for the Greyhounds, working the ball together. Millington trying to go for that short little floater, unable to convert, and Caitlin Everts comes away with it for Knob Noster. Lainey Pace going for another 3. Fouled on the play, Xander. She's going to go to the line and get 3 shots here on that foul. Donnie Mays cannot be happy about that one. Lainey Pace able here to look at 3 points with 1:02 left. Knob Noster up 52-25. She converts the first. Nice shot there by Pace. Just a freshman out there helping out her team. Pace pure on that. Lainey with her last of 3 here. Nice job by the freshman converting all 3 of those. extending the lead to 30 now, Xander. 55-25. Millington trying to get in there and get something done offensively. Picks up that foot again as she makes the pass.
As we said last time, fouls are going to be a key with like 20 fouls last time, but this time we have about 16, not many, but more causing travels and all that, just giving up possessions that shouldn't happen.
Nice hustle defense there by Frisbee. Back up to Cheyenne, now to Talman. Barud looking at it again. She was wanting to shoot that. You could just see it in her eyes. Scott with a nice little pass from Barud. Unable to convert, but they're going to get another baseline out of bounds. Set play, and Cheyenne to throw it in for the Greyhounds. Too much push off there by number 3, Millington. And Alexis is going to pick up her 4th foul. With 18.5 left here in the third, she pushed off on that inbounds to get that one.
I don't think this Greyhound offense wants to lose Millington, Cheyenne, or Tallman. If they do, that's not going to be good for their offense.
You're absolutely right. It's critical that those 3 ladies stay on the floor for the Greyhounds. 6.4 here in the third. Knob Noster lead is 30. And Millington brings it down, shoots a long 3. It's actually a very nice look for her. She recognized that clock, was able to put it up, gave Windsor a chance there, just did not fall for them. They find themselves down here 30 going into this 4th quarter. Knob Noster came out of that half, Xander, and they were kind of hitting on all cylinders there. Windsor made a run early. Knob Noster then shut it down after the timeout by Coach Shippey. She saw just a change that she wanted to make, and then Knob Noster really kicked it in and started to make a run on them. Now up 30 here on the Greyhounds.
Michael, on this court, the Lady Panthers have been dominating on both sides, even without Kaylee Holyfield, which is a big asset to her offense and defense when she can shoot those threes and deflect those passes.
Holyfield able to receive a nice rest there. You saw the cheer squad over there. Giving a shout out once again to our senior cheerleaders, Allie Eckerd, Amaya Scott, and Aaliyah Lerma. We appreciate all they do here to get this crowd into this game and to cheer on these Lady Panthers with this 30-point lead. Senior over on the sideline, throwing into a senior, Emma Frisbee, into Caitlin Everts. Michaela Howard, the other senior that is out there. Howard with the ball now at the top of the key. Lainey Pace comes over, kicks the ball around to Frisbee. Frisbee unable to control it, trying to get control. Now has it, tries to shoot up the floater. Goes just long, and a nice rebound by Candace Scott there to limit the Knob Noster offense to only 1. Now Millington to Scott. Scott over to Talman. Talman back to Millington. Millington, once again, right in the middle of that lane. Deep penetration into that lane and able to convert for the Greyhounds. Beautiful pass there by Frisbee to Heaven Van Winkle. She threaded the needle on that one. Heaven unable to convert, but a great look inside by the Lady Panthers. There is Cheyenne from 3. And a quick timeout there by Coach. Looking for a 30-second timeout. Lead's cut down to 25 now. Little 5-point run here by the Greyhounds. And once again, Cheyenne a little bit closer on that 3-point shot. Instead of being 6 to 8 feet, she was inside her range. Looked like she was much more comfortable shooting that one, Xander.
Michael, Cheyenne, she can pretty much shoot from anywhere. As we just saw before the timer went out on the 3rd quarter, she shoot pretty close to the half court and almost made it in on that half court shot. And it looks like she can have strength anywhere on this court.
Knob Noster's heavyweight comes right back in as Holyfield steps over there. She's going to go to that far side baseline. Let's see if Everts tries to get her the ball and get a 3 for Knob Noster as well. Everts with a great kick over to Michaela Howard, now to Emma Frisbee. Frisbee back to Howard. Howard inside the 3, but looking for a nice long 2 off the front iron. Great rebound there by the Greyhounds to hold them to 1 shot. Scott on a nice drive for the Greyhounds. Great rebound there by Arnold, still battling for it, unwilling to give it up, and she puts in 2 for the Lady Greyhounds. Emma Frisbee picks up the hand check foul from number 23, Candace Scott. And Frisbee going to get a nice break there. She's done a nice job out there. Jane Yates checking in for her. Howard into Everts. Everts with a nice crossover. Jane Yates looking for a 3 as she stepped off the bench. Just a little bit short, as she probably wasn't warmed up enough to be able to take that one. Back to Millington. Millington able to get that. Great job by her. She battles through and knocks one down. Cuts the lead for these Lady Greyhounds. There's Holyfield into Heaven Van Winkle. Van Winkle with a nice move. Going to pick up the foul for the Lady Panthers. Go to the line and shoot 2, Xander.
Smart by Heaven Van Winkle for shooting that and causing the foul, so she can go to the line and shoot 2 for her team to get more points on the board. Boy,
Heaven just going in there for that little jump hook as she goes to the inside, finds herself on the free throw line, misses the first, hung that follow through up there just a little bit too shy on the use of her legs for that one to be able to knock down for them. Looks like she's going to have a sub coming in for her, and Barbara Sullivan also checking in is number 25, Estella Huntsman. Ball drops just short for Van Winkle as well. Coach possibly seeing that she might be a little bit tired. Looks like she's going to get a sub come out. And the ball's going to go over to Windsor. Howard and Van Winkle sit down. Huntsman and Sullivan check in. Millington brings it down. Off to Arnold. Nice hands there by Holyfield. Holyfield takes it away from the defense. Lays it in on that left-hand side. Smart play by her, Xander in transition. Knob Noster now leads 57-34.
Michael, as we've been saying all night, Holyfield has got the smarts, the speed, the play recognition, as we saw there, from a deflection off another pass, which is 10 plus, I think, from these 2 games just alone.
Nice move there by Sullivan. She got the feed there by Huntsman. Recognized that her defensive player was low on her. She put the ball on the floor, took it to the inside. The defense tried to get over there, didn't get there in time. She finds herself at the line shooting 2. Between her and Heaven Van Winkle, 2 nice post moves right in a row for them to be able to get to that free throw line and get 2 shots here. And unfortunately, that's going to take number 3, Alexis Millington, out of the game. Xander, that is a huge loss for these Windsor Greyhounds.
Yeah, Millington can shoot like a sharpshooter, like this Lady Panther offense and some of Windsor's other players, like number 12, Cheyenne, just felling out a sharpshooter is not good for this Windsor offense.
Good hands there by Holyfield defensively. Into the hands of Burkhalter. Now to Talman. Talman deep inside there. Great rebound there by Arnold. Looks like it's off the legs of Yates, and the ball's going to go out of bounds to the Windsor Greyhounds.
Yeah, that just went off Jane Yates' leg as she was trying to get the rebound.
Huntsman up top. Looks like Knob Noster switched over to a little man-to-man on that baseline out of bounds. Switching things up just a little bit. Looked like a 2-3 set. They go right to that man. Now they drop back into that 2-3 defense. And Talman gets in there deep for the Lady Greyhounds and makes the Panthers pay there.
Yeah, it looks like Talman can be dangerous inside the paint too, not just outside on that
Beautiful seal there by Barbara Sullivan. Recognizing that her defense was high on her, she sealed her, allowed that pass to come in, put the ball up. Nice job by her offensively. Deep three by Cheyenne. Good rebound there by Estella Huntsman. And a travel going to be called against Everts, as she was in a lot of traffic there trying to get the ball down on the floor. Unable to do it before she took the steps. It's going to turn the ball over to these Lady Greyhounds. 4:16 left here in the game. And they're looking to continue to cut into this Knob Noster lead.
And I think
backdoor cut right there behind Jane Yates was Talman. Talman taking over the offensive roles here for the Lady Greyhounds with Millington on the bench. Sullivan just up over the top. Nice rebound. Came down, got control, put it back up off the glass. Beautiful offensive rebound and score from her.
As we said earlier, it's scary to have Barbara Sullivan's height on this Panther offense because she can just get up there and rebound it and score on her own.
Quick hands there by Holyfield. Even better hands by Yates to squirt it loose. Now the ball going to be reversed up top through Burkhalter. Cheyenne for a deep three. And a great rebound by Arnold. Good defense there by Sullivan. Called though on the baseline. Looked like all ball. But the official on the baseline saw it different than I did. Going to be a foul called against her. Only the 4th team foul, but it's going to be her 3rd foul as a player.
Yeah, that's the 10th team foul for the Lady Panthers combined from the first half and the second half.
Number 14, Arnold, that just unlucky. That ball rolled all the way around that rim. Lainey Pace and Emma Frisbee checking back in. Also, Trinity Alderman coming in for the Knob Noster Lady Panthers. Trinity looks like she'll be boxing out the shooter here on this free throw. Has a lane violation, and the Greyhounds are going to get another free one right here as we had a lane violation called against the Lady Panthers. Alderman just got a little excited there as she knew her responsibilities was to keep her off of that glass. Got in there just a little bit early. Nice rebound by Sullivan, up to Alderman. Now back to Holyfield as she brings it up the floor for the Lady Panthers. 3:13 here in the game. Emma Frisbee on the drive and the kick out to Alderman for 3. Nice save there by Emma Frisbee. Back out to Holyfield for 3. Barbara Sullivan looking to be able to get that. No basket offensively as the jump ball happened before she was able to convert. Knob Noster on a baseline out of bounds, and Emma Frisbee to throw it in. The senior looking for Lainey Pace, the freshman. Pace back up to Frisbee at the top of the key. Now Holyfield looking to drive through, splits through the zone, lays one off the glass. Beautiful shot by her.
And it looks like when Holyfield's driving to the glass, it looks like she's tucking it in like a running back running through the field.
Yeah, best thing you can do, Xander. She wants to protect that ball. She can't have it stripped as she comes through that busy zone, getting those guards with those quick hands. Look at Emma Frisbee keep that rebound away from that defense. She tucked it in as well. Here's Holyfield looking for the drive. Bumped out of bounds by Scott. And Holyfield is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. I think they're calling that one on the floor. Looked like it was in the air. Michaela Howard looks like she might be coming in for the shooter.
And again, that's Cadence Scott's 4th foul.
Holyfield makes the hardest of two, Xander. She knocks down that first one for the Lady Panthers. 2:21 here to go. 64-38. Just pure from that line. She's got a sub coming in. We probably won't see her the rest of the game. Amazing game by her tonight. 65-38. Michaela Howard steps in for her. Seniors out there right now is Emma Frisbee and Michaela Howard. They're both standing out there ready to play.
looks like another great game from Kaylee Holyfield, as she has gotten a few blocks and a few transition shots for her team and scoring points for her team as for those last two free throws.
Little more balanced scoring though tonight. I don't know that she came away with 41. She's going to probably definitely be in those 30s, but a little more balanced around her by these Lady Panthers. A lot of three-point shots falling from multiple players tonight, as these Lady Panthers have been able to put on just a great show here. They're up 65-38 here with under 2 minutes to go in the game. Cheyenne bringing the ball down for these Greyhounds. She's the lone big scorer out there on the floor. She's got some big responsibilities out there. And number 11, Kaylee Burkhalter, tries to show me that she can score as well. We know that she has tonight already. Took that three. It's unlucky as it went out of bounds. Alderman picks up her pivot foot before she puts the ball on the floor, gets called for the travel. Turnover goes to the Lady Panthers. 1:27 left here in the game. Deep shot there by Cheyenne. Sullivan cleaning up the boards, and Lainey Pace brings it up for the Lady Panthers. A little over a minute left here in the game. Emma Frisbee drives in, takes a little 14-foot floater. Nice rebound by her. They say that the foul is on the floor. It's going to go against number 11, Kaylee Burkhalter.
And I believe that is her first of the game. And
That's exactly right, Xander, but 9 team fouls here for the Lady Greyhounds. Scott with a great rebound as she was able to power through that, keep the ball under control there for the Lady Greyhounds. Cheyenne from deep. Rebound goes to Emma Frisbee. Frisbee up to Pace. Pace bringing it down. And Trinity Alderman. Great feed from her into Barbara Sullivan. Sullivan looking for that lob over the top. And you couldn't have gotten much more of a better pass there from Trinity Alderman. Almost a little high-low action, but it was baseline to inside on that lob. Beautiful job there by the two post players.
And that was a difficult catch for Barbara Sullivan because she had to lean back a little bit to catch it, but she still got the basket.
Lainey Pace in under 10 seconds here. And she brings it back. And Xander, that's how we're going to end tonight. 67-38. These Lady Panthers have put up almost 70 points twice here. They are literally averaging 68 points at home. And these guys have done a great job here tonight, almost winning this one by 30, 29-point victory here, 67-38. Good sportsmanship from both sides as we see the unfamiliar but starting to be familiar COVID wave instead of the traditional handshake at the beginning. Xander, it's been a great night calling with you. We've got Zachariah over here on the camera. He's done an amazing job tonight being able to present this to you live. We want to thank you guys for all that you've done, and make sure that you listen to these guys on Wednesday night as they're here for senior night for our wrestling team as well. Xander, close us out here tonight, 67-38. Give us your final thoughts.
Well, at the end of this game, they've listened to us from what we said last time, less fouls, and we've only had maybe 16, maybe 10 fouls on this Lady Panther team. And in the past 2 games, they have scored 137 points with 70 plus 67 for tonight.
Yeah, great job here at home. Xander, appreciate calling with you. And we just appreciate all this live stream, being able to come out there, So we're going to go ahead and sign off here and end this stream. We'll see you back here on Wednesday night for senior night for our wrestling squad.
And that's it.
Buddy, that's the most comfortable you've been. You were good.